The BRICS Summit concluded with the adoption of the Goa Declaration. Talks that the leaders called substantive and productive led to them agreeing on issues of critical importance. The BRICS Goa Declaration unanimously agreed to recognize the threat that terrorism poses to regional and global peace. The declaration also seeks to increase commercial cooperation to create wealth in all 5 BRICS nations. In order to further bridge the gap in the global financial system, the nations agreed to fast-track the setting up of a BRICS rating agency.
Our response to terrorism must, therefore, be nothing less than comprehensive. And we need to act both individually and collectively. Selective approaches to terrorists, individuals and organizations will not only be futile but also counterproductive.
Chinese President Xi Jinping said protectionism has no place in globalization. To promote trade and development in all 5 nations, stronger coordination is needed.
Some countries are more inward-looking in their policies. Protectionism is rising and the forces against globalization are posing an inherent risk. Furthermore, we have to confront complicated geopolitical factors intertwined with traditional and non-traditional security risks and rising global challenges such as terrorism, infectious diseases and climate change.
The BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, set up the New Development Bank in July 2014. A year after establishment, NDB is already on its way to filling a gap that was left by institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. The New Development Bank will increase lending to $2.5 billion next year. Its focus will be infrastructure and renewable energy, keeping in mind sustainable development. Leaders also touched upon issues of global concern. Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the group's similar standpoints on global problems would aid the fight against extremism and other threats.
Our countries have close positions on global and regional problems. Therefore, the decisive steps on fighting terrorism and for joint response on other key challenges and threats of today.
Over 2 days, the leaders of BRICS nations had gathered to deliberate issues that impact these nations and the world at large. What started as an economic grouping is now also a bloc that cooperates on geopolitical issues, among other concerns. Zheng, CCTV.